So 41. The figure above not drawn to scale shows a sector of a circle O. The length of the minor arc PQ is 8 centimeter. What is the length of the circumference of the circle? So one, we don't need to use any formula. So don't go running to the front of the booklet wondering where's the formula for the length of a sector or anything. So all we need to do is just work the formula as we've been doing others in the past. So if 8 centimeter is equal to 60 degrees, so then what we're looking for is what is x centimeter. And remember, the entire degree of a circle is 360. So all we need to do now is cross multiply to find what x is. So x is equal to 360 degrees multiplied by the 8 centimeter, and all of that is divided by 60 degrees. So 60 into itself goes 1 time, 60 into 360 goes 6 times. So we're now left with x is equal to 6 multiplied by 8, and 8 is 48 centimeter, and that is our answer. So our answer for 41 is C, and it is as simple as that, guys. So it's about reading and trying to remember our equations and how the easiest possible way that will work the question. So 42. The distance around the edge of a circular pond is 88 centimeter. The radius is, so our formula for circumference. Circumference is equal to 2 pi r, and r is radius. So the question gave us the circumference and we're looking for the radius. So we're going to transpose the formula to make radius the subject. So radius is equal to circumference, and all of that will be divided by 2 times pi, and we just fill in the numbers. So radius is equal to 88 meters divided by 2 pi, and as you can see, that corresponds with D. So 42 is D, and that is our answer. Question 43. On leaving Trinidad, the time on the pilot's watch was 23 hours or 11 o'clock. When he arrived at his destination in the same time zone the next day, his watch showed 3 o'clock. How many hours did the flight take? So what we do know is that 23 is 23 hours to 24, which is 12 o'clock, is equal to 1 hour. And 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock is 3 hours. So our total hours is equal to 3 plus 1, 4 hours, and that is our answer. Our answer is A. So we're going along nicely. So 44 states an aircraft leaves A at 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. that is, and arrives at B at 7:30 p.m. the same day, traveling at an average speed of 550 kilometers per hour. A and B are in the same time zone. The distance from A to B in kilometers is, so our formula for speed is equal to distance divided by time. And the question is asking us to find distance. So we're going to make distance the subject of the formula. So distance will be equal to speed multiply by time, and we have the speed, which the question state is 550 kilometers per hour, and the time we'll need to work out, which is the 4 o'clock 16 to the 7:30, and if you work that out, that will give you 3.5 hours or 3.5 hours. So distance is equal to speed 550 multiplied by the 3.5 hours, and when you work that out, your answer will be 1 1,925 kilometers, and that is our distance. So our answer is C. 45. A cylindrical bar of soap 5 centimeter thick has a volume of 200 centimeter cube. A uniform slice 3 centimeter thick is taken away. What volume of the soap remains? So the volume of soap that we're trying to find out is 5 centimeter minus 3 centimeter, which leaves us with 2 centimeters. So 2 centimeter is what we're trying to find. So if 200 centimeter cube is equal to 5 centimeter, so x is equal to 2 centimeter, and we're transposing for x. So what we're trying to do is make x the subject of the formula by cross multiplying. So it becomes 200 multiplied by 2, and all of that is divided by 5. So x is equal to 400 divided by 5. So x is equal to 80 centimeter cube, and that is our answer. So 45 is A. So 46, the bar chart above shows the ages of children who took part in a survey. How many children took part in the survey? So a common mistake that students make, they'll just count the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they'll count the bars. However, that is not the case. As you can see, the bars represent age groups. It is the side that shows the number of children. So we'll need to find what number of children each bar corresponds to. So the number of children would be equal to the first age 4 corresponds with 3. So it would be 3 plus the 5 bar corresponds with 4. So it is plus 4 plus the children age group correspond with number of children 2 plus 2, and 7 corresponds with 5. So it is plus 5, and 8 corresponds with 1 child. And when you add that up, you will get 15. So our answer here is B. So don't make that mistake, guys, of just counting the bars and thinking that is the answer. So 47, each of the letters in the word chance is written on a slip of paper and one slip is drawn randomly. What is the probability of drawing a letter C? So the probability, we're looking for the probability of drawing the letter C. So it will be equal to the number of C's divided by the total letters. So the number of C, we have 2 C's in the word chance divided by the total letters. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is 2 divided by 6. And as always, as I've been preaching, always simplify your fractions. When you simplify, you will get 1 over 3. So our answer for 47 is C. And it is that easy, guys, and we're moving along nicely. So 48, the highest weekly wage of a group of employees is $105.40. If the range of the wages is $27, how much does the lowest paid employee receive? So what we need to know is the formula for range. So range is equal to the highest minus the lowest, and in this case we're looking at the highest wage minus the minimum wage, or the maximum wage minus the minimum wage. So they gave us the range, so what we need to do is transpose to find what was the lowest, because they've given us the highest weekly wage. So what we're trying to find is the lowest, which is X in this formula. So X would be equal to $105.40 minus the $27.50, and we'll get $77.90. So B is our answer. We're moving along nicely, close to the end, and we're definitely maximizing our marks. So 49. The length of 15 cabbage leaves were measured to the nearest centimeter, and the information grouped as shown in the table above. The beginning and end points of the class interval 10 to 14 are. So first, we need to know that class boundaries are the end points of an open interval. which would be the beginning and the end points that the question is asking for. So once we know that, it is easier to solve the question or to answer the question, and our answer is C. So that, so just state, is what we definitely need to know. So class boundaries are the end points of an open interval. So it is looking at the beginning and end points. So 49 is C. So question 50, a boy throws a die twice. What is the probability that he'll get a 3 followed by an even number? So we're looking at one die. So what is the probability that if you throw the die the first time, you'll get 3? So the probability of getting a 3 on the first throw, there's only one 3 on a die. So it is 1 divided by the total amount of numbers that is on the die. So it is 6. And then followed by an even number. So even numbers that is on a die are 2, 4, and 6. So there are 3 even numbers on die. So what is the probability of getting one of these even numbers? So probability of getting an even number is equal to 3 divided by the total numbers on the die, which is 6. And since both events are independent of each other, to find what the question is asking for, it will be 1/6 multiplied by 3/6, and that will be equal to 3 divided by 36. And we simplify our fraction as always, and you will get equal 1 divided by 12. So 3 into itself one time, and 3 into 36 goes 12 times. So our answer here is A, and it is as simple as that, guys. 51, the pie chart above shows the preference in drinks of a group of students. If 12 students prefer chocolate, then the total number of students in the group is. This was also worked on the 2013 paper, so you can look in the description below and you will see the link to the 2013 paper. So it's at the pie chart, and 12 students prefer chocolate, but we don't know the degree as yet as to what is chocolate. But we have what is milk, which is 120 degrees, and this is a straight line, and angles on a straight line measures 180 degrees. So if we have 120 already from the 180 degrees, to get what chocolate is, it would be 180 minus 120 to give us 60 degrees. So therefore 12 students is connected to the 60 degrees. So 12 students is equivalent to 60 degrees. So what we want to know is x, which is 360 degrees, which is the entire circle. So therefore we cross multiply to make x the subject of the formula. So we'll get 360 multiplied by 12, and all of that is divided by 60. Again, 60 into itself goes one time, 60 into 360 goes 6 times, so we're left with 60 multiplied by 12. So therefore x is equal to 72. So we're always trying to simplify our fractions, whatever equation that we're working with, that we don't have calculators in the exam. So we're trying to find the easiest way to maximize marks and get our answer. So 51 is B. 52. AC and DE are straight lines intersecting at B. Angle DBA is 58 degrees, and as you know, opposite angles are equal. So therefore right here would also be 58. So let me just write that. So 58. So right here would be 58. So the angle ABE is, so what you're looking for is ABE, which is right here. So there are different ways that you can actually solve this, but let us use the straight line method. It's the angle on a straight line. So on this straight line, we already have 58 degrees. So therefore it will be 180 minus 58, and that will give us 122 degrees. And that is our answer. So still using the reference from 52, to which of the following angles are equal. So what we do know is that DBA is equal to CBE. And if this ABE, which we just found, which is 122, it means that right here is also 122. So therefore, ABD is equal to CBE and DBC is equal to ABE. So once you write that down and then look at the different angles that are given, we will know that D is our answer, which is ABD and CBE. 54. Using the diagram below to answer questions. So it says the translation by which AB is mapped is represented by. So what we're using this little formula. So it is point plus translation is equal to image. So what we're going to do is transpose to get the translation, make translation the subject of the formula. So it is, we're just choosing two random points, and remember it is always written, coordinates are written as x then y. So we're using 7 minus 5, which is this 7 minus 5 to give us 2, and 8 minus 7 to give us 1. So our translation is 2, 1. And you could also use the points at the lower end, so it will be 4 minus 2 to give us 2 and 6 minus 5 to give us 1. So whichever set of coordinates that you choose to use, you will still get the same answer, and therefore our answer for 54 is B. 55. The triangle LMN above is rotated through a 90-degree angle in a clockwise direction about L, which means that L remained stationary. So therefore we're moving, coming around 90 degrees about L. So therefore at the end, L will remain the same, N is moving, and N will be at this point, and if N is at this point, it means that M will be somewhere out here. So N would be here, N, L remains stationary, this would be N, and M would be here. So we're looking for which triangle would follow this same representation, and that would be B, and that is our answer. So we're coming along nicely, guys, and we are maximizing our marks. So the point A is shown on the diagram. What are the coordinates of the reflection of A? So remember, with reflection, it's like looking in a mirror. So you're looking at the same exact thing within this mirror. So we are reflecting A, where A into the y-axis. So A is 1, 2, 3, 4 points away from the y-axis. So it will be somewhere along this line, and it is 1, 2, 3 points away from the x-axis going downwards. So it would be 1, 2, 3. So therefore A would be in the reflection would be at this point, and this corresponds with -4 and +3. But remember, when we're writing our coordinates, we write x-axis first followed by y-axis. So a common mistake that students usually make is that they write the reverse. So while the answer would be A, which is -4, then 3, students tend to write 4, -3. I'm not sure, but somehow, or they'll write 3 followed by -4. So it's a common mistake. So always pay attention to your signs, and always remember to write your x coordinates followed by your y coordinates. So 57, in the figure above, the line CD is the image of AB after A. So what you're looking at, what from AB will produce this image through the y-axis. So A said a rotation through 90 degrees O, so 0, so it will be right here. And if we rotate this 90 degrees, it will more so be somewhere down here. So A is not our answer. An enlargement of scale factor -1, which means this should shrink, so it should be the same size. So that is definitely our answer. A translation by a vector -4, -8. Should you work this out, you realize this is definitely not it. So our answer is a reflection in the y-axis. So therefore D is our answer. 58. In the right angle triangle above, tan angle is. So remember, tan angle is equal to opposite over adjacent. And in this case, this is our hypotenuse. And this is the angle, so the side that is opposite the angle is right here, 5. And this is adjacent to the angle. So our answer is opposite over adjacent, which is 5 over 12, and our answer is B. 59. We're coming along, guys. Just 2 more. Ooh, 2 more. So the diagram above, not drawn to scale, shows the angle of depression of a point X from these 30 degrees. If X is 10 meters from Y, the height of YZ in meters is, so what to know is that right here would also be 30 degrees. Okay, this is 30 degrees, and since this is a right angle, it means that right here would be 60 degrees. But you're looking for the length YZ, which is right here, and if we're using the 30 degrees from right here, this would be opposite the angle and this would be adjacent. A length was not given for the hypotenuse, so more than likely we'll not be using the hypotenuse if we're trying to reason out the question. So therefore our answer would either be, since we have the opposite and we have the adjacent, it must be a tan, and the only tan is there. But should we work it out to be tan angle, which is tan 30 is equal to YZ, which is opposite, divided by 10, and tan 30 is equal to YZ when we transpose. So our answer here is B. And the 60, in a triangle ABC, angle A is equal to X degrees and B is equal to 2X degrees. What is the size of angle C? So it is like being given 2 angles, guys, within a triangle, and you should find the missing angle. So remember, total angle within a triangle is 180 degrees. So to get the missing angle, it would then be 180 degrees minus the 2x plus the x, and that would be 180 degrees minus 3x, and this resembles C, and that is our answer. So thank you for tuning in, guys. Continue to practice, rewatch the videos if necessary to ensure that you solidify the principles, the equations, the notes, the working out, and you will do well in our exams. Thank you for watching. Don't be afraid to share the video with other classmates and friends who you know are doing exams, and feel free to like, comment, and share. Have a good one.